What's the crack, folks? What's the crack? Grumpy Old Geek, Kimura, Stevie, Grumpy Old Kimura, all of the above. Beep, 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 boop. Oh, swung back. Ow. Do we audio check on my mic? Do we audio check on my mic? Hope it is. Maybe put it down a wee contour. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. We removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress which he burned, doused in acid and threw into the sea. Apparently he has a beef with Varric for setting up the champion of Kirkwall with another runecrafter. He ranted about better beards and true dwarves and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas, at which point Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. That dwarf is a menace. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to Orlais and do the follow-up to this. Strange events, Inquisitor. The troops I sent to train in the free marches report 2 extra soldiers not on the standard roll. It is of no concern, however, as they are so familiar, they barely take up more than one space in our caravan. A shame they will miss the wedding in Valroyo. I wonder if anyone has told Lady Richelieu that at least one very important guest will be absent. I'm pretty sure this is a Josephine one, but I'll double check. It never hurts to double check. For fuck's sake. Stupid fucking phone. Yeah, so it's a Jose.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, we can send anybody to do that one. Right, so that's a Liliana job.
Inquisitor.
And then we can send Cullen to do this one.
Inquisitor.
Right, and we'll not have to worry about sending them out again anytime soon, because they're all pretty fucking long.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world
What?
will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know
Fucking
the Inquisition is corrupt.
breaking somebody out of jail is not the same as killing women and children, mate. Not even fucking close.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Because the person who's getting punished does not get to decide what the punishment is. I've never actually done either one of those. I wonder what happens. I'm half tempted to look it up.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for.
You're fucking right, you do.
If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your
Yep.
post, Tom Rainier.
The pen is mightier, my arse.
Thank you for your investment in my investigations, Inquisitor. I've learned something, I think. I don't know.
What have you learned? Did you find out about the Fade?
I got a scraping that was cleaned off you, and it's weird. And the other rift bits, they're weird. It's just weird. I said weird, right?
Answers, Dagner.
Lyrium and the Fade linked, but dwarves and Tranquil not linked. But they work Lyrium, so they are, somehow. And there's something there. I was face deep in a rune, and for a moment, I was tall. Really tall. And I thought all the thoughts.
You felt taller. How much taller?
Like mountain tall. Or I was the mountain. But I was moving. I felt dizzy. You know what I remembered? Watching a shaper it carve the wall of memory, except big. Isn't that weird? Maybe there were fumes.
What do you mean when you say thought all the thoughts?
I don't know. As if for a moment I was around all my people. And my thought was all of theirs.
Your thoughts were their thoughts.
No, my thought was all of our thoughts. Like parts. Ugh, words are mush. Maybe that's what the stone feels like. Or we think it feels like. If we think it feels. Creepy.
We don't think stone feels.
So Tranquil and dwarves are linked to Lyrium, but also not linked.
Like the lyrium needs to flow, but if you're part of it, it takes you with it. so you can't be part of it. That makes me sad. I'm not sure why.
Every single
It
word
seems
out of
like
her
we
mouth
should
has been
be
pretentious
part of whatever
waffle
it
nonsense,
is. Or maybe we're the ones who make it happen.
bordering on
Whatever
gibberish.
it is. You know what's frustrating? Answers that aren't answers. Ugh.
You know what's frustrating? Words that don't fucking mean anything.
Keep investigating, and let me know what you find.
I tried to make it happen again, but it wouldn't. Then I had a headache. And cocoa and a lie down. I'll keep at it. It's weird. Oh,
Yeah, I need to
and
lie
made a
down
will.
after all the bullshit
It's
you've
weird
just
too.
fucking spewed in my
Be
ear.
careful with it.
Why is it telling me to sit in judgment? I've been down there to get a war table mission out of her. Yeah, there's nobody to fucking judge.
Something strange for you, Inquisitor. You're used to that by now, right?
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Totally forgot what I was supposed to do.
Far be it for me to suggest a training
Inquisitor,
adjustment.
what can I do for you, darling?
My heart. Direct.
Greetings, your worship.
What about ye?
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me
No,
of what I
being
ought
the
to be.
Inquisitor and saving Thedas from total destruction is not the same as pretending to be a Grey Warden because you murdered women and children. You fucking ballbag.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens? Or did you make it all up?
I made very little up. I also feared you knew enough to contradict me. Warden Blackwall told me a bit before my initiation, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior wardens know all there is to know.
Now we know why you were never worried about Corypheus's calling.
Yes. I have none of the Warden's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like any true Warden. There's more to it than being able to sense darkspawn.
Yeah, there
Warden
really isn't.
Blackwall would have agreed.
The Wardens at Adamant listened to you. They saw you as one of their own.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to show how much of yourself you've lost. I never understood the reality of being a Warden. I only saw the ideal. I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
You have a lot of respect for the Wardens.
They take all men, from the most noble to the most despicable, and
Yeah,
make them
like baby
equals.
killers.
I needed to believe something like that was possible.
Why did Blackwall want to recruit you?
He never told me. I don't know what he saw that day besides some wreck starting a bar fight. That night, I taught some village militia a painful lesson about harassing the tavern girl. Didn't know I had an audience.
I can see why the Warden was impressed.
You're assuming my intentions were noble. Told the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't, not with those louts bothering her. Something had to be done.
We'll continue this another time.
Right. So the plan for this stream, we're gonna go to Valrio first to see the wedding, the arranged marriage that was ruined. Then we'll go to Valance with Liliana. We'll come back to Skyhold, and then there's the Lost Temple of Dirthaman to do, and the Knight's Tomb. And then when we finish that, we'll go to the Storm Coast and fight the dragon. Oh, we're going to have to make him new armor. He can't be wearing Grey Warden armor anymore.
You heard about the Enchanter?
I've heard as much or more than you.
What's it mean then?
I haven't the foggiest, but I doubt either of us will fare so well. This is most irregular.
I'm sure she'll be along shortly.
You told me this was certain. Such embarrassment.
I'm sure she is fine, and has not
You
run off
heard?
with any untoward
Maybe.
parties. Especially none arranged by any Inquisitors walking through the market as we speak.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing, nothing. Just wait. You've done rather enough, thank you, your worship.
Job done.
It's just as I remember it. You didn't tell me you'd been here before. After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place. It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne. I was in a cloister in Lothering when the Blight began. There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us. An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Leliana, stop! What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Release her, Leliana. She is no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The Divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Inquisitor.
The only bad thing about doing all these side quests is that tonight's stream we're gonna have to go to the Hissam Wastes.
For Cabot. I'd appreciate if it was first on your rounds.
It's out of the way.
Yes, and I would appreciate if it were first.
But it's out of the way.
There will be extra compensation for you.
As you wish.
Your worship,
What is your evaluation?
we are groaning with resources. A reflection of your competence and inspiration.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Find your mirth elsewhere.
I expected ruins.
They were. As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you, anything. Allow me to present Inquisitor Llewellyn.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear Bastien's sister, Grand Cleric Marceline, and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
If only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his time.
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
This has been quite the triumph, hasn't it? They just adore you.
Duke Bastion's family seem quite pleasant.
Ordinarily, I would have warned you that Marceline has the temper of a hungry vulture, but she's quite taken with you. Laurent is a dear, almost as pious as his aunt, and new to a seat of great power in the Empire. And Marceline is one of the strongest voices among the Grand Clerics. Now they will both come to us for advice. The Inquisition is truly a power now, and there's no telling how far its influence will reach. But enough of this talk. Here, I have something for you. I commissioned this ring from the Formari, the greatest enchanters in all Thedas, for you.
This is a generous gift. Thank you, Vivian.
Once it was customary for the circles to craft enchantments for their staunchest friends and allies. And you have been both. I must go to see my guests now. Another time, darling.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the Ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it.
Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
I love making new friends, don't you?
It was a gamble, Inquisitor, but it paid off. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master left hand or barred. I almost lost myself. I'm listening.
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy. And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean... never mind.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
My heart.
We'll talk.
Dareth Shiraz.
When we're going to get busy, Solus.
Someone's been here.
Not for some time. The camp is abandoned.
Strange that I can understand that.
The secrets of this temple have remained unspoken for too long. They wish to be known.
The ult is absorbing the fire, eating the magic. It's warm.
It's alive. It is alive, because the creature connected to it is alive. It is but one piece of the whole.
Well, let's put it back together and kill that motherfucker.
The whispers are louder in there. I can see them.
You can see the whispers.
Yes?
No way through this gate. Wonder what it's made of. Another one of the explorers.
He hid here. He died afraid.
An explorer. What killed him, I wonder?
Where could this key lead?
I bet the poor fools never had a chance to use it.
Somewhere back in the ritual area, perhaps.
Oh, hey, new viewer. We're working our way through every side quest that I can find, rather than going to the Hissam Waste, because I hate the Hissam Waste. So we'll finish this one, then there's an elf tomb. We'll do it, and then we'll have to go to the Storm Coast, deal with the Venatori, and fight a dragon. That'll probably get us close to 2 hours, and
So this is where the key leads.
oh, hold on.
torch goes out.
I fucking knew that was gonna fucking happen. Fucking wanker. I skillfully avoided the water, and then when I went to get Blackwall to open the door, he was on the other side of it, so I had to fucking change them and bring him over. And as soon as I took control of Blackwall, I was like, I bet you the Inquisitor's just gonna run straight into the fucking waterfall and put the light out. And within 2 fucking seconds,
We're near another artifact. Good. That should help strengthen the veil.
Alright, so that's all the exploring done. Now we just have to fight the demon after we put it back together. But this fight can take forever, and it's not because it's a particularly good fight. It just, his health goes down in such small increments. It literally takes forever.
The heart of this place. Here is where the ancient rituals and prayers took place. I recommend caution. There is no telling where this ancient ritual will lead us.
So that was the High Priest of the temple.
Imprisoned in silence and despair by his own followers. A sad legacy.
It's there for us.
I thought there was another mosaic face in here.
supplies, monsieur.
It's Taven's party.
Looks like they tried to fight back, but most were unarmed. Poor buggers. Never stood a chance.
There should be Inquisition soldiers here. These are our men.
No.
search them. Maybe we can figure out what they were after. Corypheus's men had part of a seal. Do they even know what it opens?
Taven's interest must have been enough to draw their attention. The Emerald Knights. They once patrolled the borders of the Dales, protecting the elven people. The Dalish saw them as romantic heroes. The Chantry called them ruthless butchers. I suspect both sides have some element of truth.
We'll need to look around.
doggo wants to go to the toilet. So. Fucking dog winds me up sometimes. She literally thinks everything is feeding time now. It's like, oh, I went for a pee, that means you give me a bowl of food now. Oh, you scratched your nose, that means you're giving me a bowl of food now. Oh, you answered your phone, that means you're giving me a bowl of food now. She never ever used to be like that. You're getting fucking senile in her old age. There's a loot box at the end of this fucking corridor that is always bugged out and never ever ever lets you open. How a bug can occur every single time on every single playthrough for every single person in the world and it still make it into the final game without being fixed by a QA tester is fucking ridiculous for a purported AAA company. Things like that should not fucking happen ever.
We're near another artifact. Good. That should help strengthen the veil.
One less to worry about.
Hey, New Year.
This is it. Whatever Taven hoped to find, it's here.
Run about and get all the loot first, because when you start this wee bit, the amount of enemies that come at you is fucking frightening. Oh, our first freeze of the night. Oh. Cry for the past, it shall claim us all, for here rest our Saviours newly slain. Others lie beyond our reach, so we remember. Let the true name burn away and enter Dinhanin, the place where glory ends. Andril, whose song inspired Soran with bow in hand, Siona, who kept the bridge, Talim, who saved the child, Rin, who led them out, Ilan, who kept watch, Eldarim, whom we betrayed. A blank space follows the names as if more were to be carved. The death of Eldarin. Eldarin, our brother, Falon Din guide you, Maker guide you. Let here the truth be kept, lest you be remembered a traitor, or our sorrow seem a passing woe. Though you swore to serve our people, there were those questioning your heart. Too often had we fought with humans along our borders until the beginning was lost in memory. Rumors of an abduction stirred, as always, their chantry was swift to spread lies. In haste and anger they killed Siona's sister for wandering too near the hunter's path. You carried her body back to us, you mourned with us, yet your heart was distracted. Siona begged for vengeance, and you turned away. More and more you vanished without word or explanation. When whispers rose that you would swear yourself to their maker, we feared what would come. Siona sought to save you, to bring you back to us. She had lost a sister, must she also lose a brother? Beneath the trees she saw you with a woman, the one who turned you from us. The woman gestured toward the village. You and she turned to gaze upon the chantry's walls. Siona returned. She told us how humans were turning you against us, how their lies must have filled you. As a loyal servant to the Maker's cause, you would betray our secrets. When we weren't to ask if there was truth in this, you were already gone. So we sought to stop you. With haste, Siona led her people to the village. There we would challenge you. There we would bring you back to us or to justice. In the dim of a moonless night, she saw Siona through the trees. She raced towards Siona, a cry on her lips and something in her hand. Siona's arrow flew, so the woman fell, the name Eldarin dying on her lips, Daisy slipping from her grasp. The men of the village suspected the girl's flight and heard her scream. They fell upon the elves but were no match. Siona's haste surpassed your own. You knelt beneath the trees, blood-soaked petals clinging to your clothes from a final embrace. When more humans came, you would not be moved, and they would not listen. Their arrows found your heart, and you fell beside her. We found your body in the river, where they cast you aside. She was taken by her own. It is not the end, but your part is past. Rest now as our honoured brother once more, a wreath of daisies at your brow, the letter she carried in your hand. Whoever guides you, whoever guides her, may your souls meet once more in the beyond. Faded blood stains the letter. Adeline, what care have I for gods I have never seen, for a maker I do not know? Let others distract themselves with such lofty concerns. I know only this life. I have seen only this world, and I care only for you. Perhaps your priestess distrusts the sincerity of uncivilized elves. If she must hear me say I will follow the Maker, so be it. Your God intercedes as much as ours. My life will not change. I will return in 2 weeks' time. My heart longs for you till then, and will remain with you forever after. Eldarin. Very sad little story. A human and an elf fall in love, and the elves automatically assume the worst, and the chantry automatically assumes the worst, when in actual fact, he's pretty much an atheist if you read what he says. You know, like, your god interjects as much as ours does, so, which is none. And I don't care for gods that I've never seen. You know, they just wanted to be together, and their people kept them apart. Well, They may be together in heaven now, who knows?
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the exalted march of the Dales.
Taven would want the Dalish to have this.
I imagine the Chantry would be interested in it as well.
It didn't start the exalted march on the Dales. That came because the elves were given that land on the promise that if we ever needed their help, they would give it. Then the first blight happened, and the elves just sat on the sidelines and watched. So when the blight was dealt with, we were then just looking at an excuse to go and fuck the elves up. And they used this as the blue torch paper. Kind of like the Gulf of Tonkin or the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. In real life. Right, how do I get rid of this fucking place? There we go. So you can either take it to the Orlais and give it to the Chantry, or you can take it to the Exalted Plains and give it to the Elves, which is exactly what we're going to do. After we hand this in, we'll head to the Storm Coast, take over the Venatori port, and go and fight the big dragon.
It's good to see you again.
I found something about Red Crossing in Danan Hanin.
You explored the Nanhanin? Remarkable. So many have tried and failed. If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished. Dareth Shiral,
Darth Shiral, you're fucking self, man. Can't believe Solus didn't give us any approval for that. I'm trying to instigate the romance scene with him, but he's not playing ball. Holy shit, 3 viewers. Hello, new viewer. going out of my way to collect herbs here, but usually I collect way more than I need. You know, to upgrade all the potions and stuff. And when I went in to upgrade them a couple of days ago, we couldn't even do half of them because I hadn't collected anything.
More red lyrium.
It's not a bug, or maybe a glitch. Right, see when you're running up this wee bit? It'll kill a guy miles away and bring his loot to you. And he has a key. It's very easy to like walk straight past it. Oopsie. Red Templar key. Just as well I turned around to get those two plants.
The Red Templars have dug in here.
So let's undig them.
Pretty sure that's the way we're supposed to go, so we'll explore down here first.
Templars had enough to deal with before this red lyrium crap.
That looks like the statue. It is, that's the fucking 3 statues. Although he shouldn't be sitting down. That's the 3 statues from Dragon Age 2 DLC, where Isabella turns them back from statues into real people. What the fuck are they doing here as statues again?
I believe we've broken the Templar's hold here. This boat still looks seaworthy.
I thought the was a wee like flag thing you had to do, you know, to make a war table operation to fix this place. It must just appear on its own. I'm gonna double check. No, see, I thought it was here. And then when it wasn't there, I thought maybe it was right by the boat. Then I thought maybe it appears back there after you clear them all. Turns out I was wrong 3 times over. Right, let's go focus dragging up. It's an easy one, and it doesn't fly away anywhere. But it's one of the electric ones, which is still pretty hard dragging. Fragment of inadequate chainmail. Someone made a chainmail bikini.
Let's find the dragon! You are far too pleased about this.
Yes, that is nearly finished. We need to give you a treat.
The Storm Coast? You Southerners think of cheery names for these places, don't you?
Right, I think that's every possible side quest that we can do. Done. Yeah, which means for tonight's late stream, we have no choice but to go to the Hissing Wastes. It'll probably take us tonight's stream plus the next two Dragon Age streams to get the Hissing Wastes finished. It's so big and so boring that I just throw the head up.
Has there been an exchange?
You're awful.
Not that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him into bed, but he will not have it.
Of a sort. Very romantic.
Ah, vicariously satisfying.
Them do comment on whoever you romance. I know we need lots of Alfred, Blood Lotus, Arbor of Blessing, Vandalaria, and something else. The Vandalaria we'll pick up when we go to the Hissing Wastes. The rest we're either going to have to grow or find.
Mind your step for things, Inquisitor.
Had any luck making something useful with the things I've discovered?
I can put anything to use, but I'm not sure ruins are the best place to find successful applications of magic. But you never know. Give us one to go.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
So that's what she crafted out of the chainmail bikini. And I'm pretty sure that it's entirely fucking useless. Yeah, so it gives you +1 cunning, but minus 100% magic defense, melee defense, and range defense. Yeah, an astoundingly bad idea. You're not fucking wrong, Aaron. That gives him a lot more health, but a lot less damage, almost a third. What's Cassandra rocking? Right, and she has to keep the Seeker Shield. Oh. I like to keep anything if it's specific to a character, like that Vivian had, then I'll put it in storage for her. If it has sentimental reasons for keeping, either so for this character, I'll keep anything Elven related. I'll never use them again, but I'll never sell them. Just keep them for the sake of keeping them. Right, we'll finish with a wee bit of crafting. Oh, hold on, I'll do that. So we've had him decked out in Grey Warden armor the whole time, and now that we'll find out he's not a Grey Warden, we'll have to make him something different. Inquisition armor? It's gonna have to be, because all his ones like that look shit. Idiot. I want to give him something like bright and uplifting, seeing as he's on a mission of redemption. Same armor rating, but a lot of extra health and constitution. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these child depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Alright, so that's us done for this stream. We'll be back at around about 10 PM UK time. Just like 4.5 hours from now. When we'll be doing part 1 of the Hessian Wastes. Ugh. I know I'm doing a great job of selling this stream to you later on, but ah well. So until then, peace out, much love, see you in a bit.